Why hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Trader Steve's journey across Gilenor to collect as many rare items as he can get his grubby little mitts on. Trader Steve is starting his journey in the Grand Exchange chunk, but for every new rare item he can add to his collection that's worth more than 1 mil, he can unlock a new adjacent chunk, with Trader Steve's ultimate goal, obtaining a quest cape. So last time on Trader Steve, we were finally able to corrupt our Bofa and put it to good use. We landed on doing Saradomin as our next big moneymaker, and due to the prices of the Armadyl crossbow and the Saradomin hilt, it is our most profitable moneymaker we've done so far. We're able to earn between 3 and 4 mil an hour right now with our current gear setup, which is insanely good. There's just one problem: we haven't gotten any items yet. We're at about 450 kill count. We haven't gotten an Armadyl crossbow or a Saradomin hilt. But you know, it's gotta be coming soon, right? Right? So we are still using Eagle Eye, unfortunately. At the end of the last episode, we did purchase a Dex prayer scroll, but because we have to consume it and I would thus delete it from our collection, we're gonna go get ourselves a second one, and that one won't be able to use. So that is gonna be our 500th kill at Saradomin using Eagle Eye. So we're now double the drop rate for an item, but we keep going. So we're actually about to run out of charges on our crystal armor, so we actually have to come back to Volcano. At some point in the near future, I'll just grind out Volcano for, 5 or 6 hours, and we'll have plenty for the foreseeable future. For now, though, we're just doing an hour at a time as we need it. Okay, there's another hour of Volcano. Only got 71 crystal shards, but still pretty damn good. The mass worlds are very competitive, and sometimes you just don't get any contribution. Kind of annoying, but 71 crystal shards will be enough to add 20 hours or so of use to our armor, and look at that, we got 2,700 charges in all of them, which will be great for a while. Okay, well, there's another range level. We've gotten all the way from 94 range to 96 so far, just killing Saradomin. I think at this point we are now committed here. We're staying here to 99 range at least. How many Saradomin kills will that be? I don't know, maybe more than 1,000? So we relapsed again. We have done some other money makers and earned some money, but we just need another like 10 mil or something to get ourselves a dex, and I'm actually getting a little tired of Saradomin, so I'm taking a break from that. And really, to motivate myself to do more Saradomin, we're going to do something that's more terrible, and that being the Colosseum. So once again, we have to get over 20,000 Sunfire Splinters or something like that. But first, if you're on the lookout for a next level gaming experience, check out Watcher of Realms, the stunning fantasy RPG from today's sponsor. Watcher of Realms gives you more heroes, more actions, and more fun. Watcher of Realms is set in a magical world with over 100 unique heroes to play. One thing you'll notice right away is that all the heroes have really nice feat. For example, we have a brand new power couple, Anora and Emerit. Anora can summon powerful minions, while Emerit has an ability to transform into a dragon egg and revive. Each hero has its own unique design and abilities, so each roster will be 100% unique. Leveling up heroes is quick and easy, with daily login rewards, engaging events, and features like background fighting, quick star ups, and easy equipment swaps. You'll have a top tier team ready in no time. Right now, Watcher of Realms is running an anniversary celebration, which introduces the limited time Eternal Spire game mode, where you'll be able to slay enemies and bosses for special rewards. During the first anniversary event, you can also obtain 34 summoning crystals, 3 skins, and 2 new legendary heroes. Plus, if you participate in the Fragment Summon event, you'll get the hero Helga. You can also win Amazon gift cards and in-game rewards by checking out the Watcher of Realms website. So I'd highly recommend trying out Watcher of Realms. You can download Watcher of Realms on PC or play it on Android or iOS using the link in my description. Join the adventure today, because Watchers of Realms gives you more. It's absolutely just horrendous. It's okay, at least Sunfire Splinters are worth more than they were last month. We've managed to acquire 14,000 Sunfire Splinters and 70 Rune Kite Shields. That took a long time, like 5 hours. It's so brain dead at least, so I was able to shut my brain off a little bit. And I think if we sell off our Blood Moon armor, we should just have enough for a deck scroll. Oh my god, 17.2 mil. Hopefully we can get it for 17,170. We'll have to be patient, I guess, though. There it is, guys, the dextrous prayer scroll, which means we can now finally unlock rigour, Really excited. We've been working towards this for a couple of days. Well, I'm a fucking idiot. I just realized I don't have the prayer level. We're only 67 prayer. Just keeps going. I don't know. Should I sell this back and level prayer? Nah, we'll just use it. We'll figure out how we're gonna get those prayer levels, but let's just activate it. There we go. We have rigour unlocked. Unfortunately though, we still need 8 more prayer levels until we can use it. So for now, it's just absolutely dead weight. Okay, so how do we train prayer? We can't go to the chaos altar. We can't use anyone else's POH. So we're kind of stuck to just doing regular prayer training in our POH. I mean, I guess we could do the ectofunctus, but is that worth it? Okay, so I just looked at our construction level, and luckily we are close enough that we can boost to make ourselves a gilded altar in our POH, which means we just need to save up enough for the gilded altar, it's kind of expensive, and enough for 74 prayer worth of bones, and we should be good to go. I feel like I'm just never going to get a Dazana's quiver on this account ever. I just don't want to go back here. At least the price has gone up. It's 680 GP for splinters right now. That's so much better. Please tell me that's enough money. Another thing I totally forgot is we actually have a crystal saw. I forgot. We got that when we were trying to unlock Monkey Madness 2, I think. So we have about 8 mil here. We need to spend some of it just to get a gilded altar. We need 2 marble blocks and 4 gold leaves just to make the gilded altar. Kind of expensive, but let's go build it now. All right, so we'll remove this altar, build a gilded one, and we already have the burners, so we should be able to get the maximum experience here. The only issue, we have to light the burners ourselves, so we'll have to get some marintils. Gonna be a little bit slower, but still much more cost effective than, like, I don't know, burying them in the ground or something. Who would do that? Okay, now we're gonna buy ourselves just north of 2,000 dragon bones. That should be enough to get all the prayer levels we need, but I mean, I've done some bad math before, so we'll see. That's a bit awkward because we need to unnote 2 items here. We need to unnote 2 marintils and our dragon bones, but you know, it should be fine. I'm sure we'll get the hang of it. We'll run in here with our tinderbox, light the 2 burners, bury the bones. Pretty easy. Depending on how much clicking I want to do, I think this should take 2 or 3 hours. Then we can finally get our Saradomin item, right? Okay, so there's a pretty important level, 70 prayer, which means we can now use the Piety prayer. Now, Piety is going to be a whole issue. We'll actually maybe touch on that later. But for now, we do have the prayer level to actually use it. There it is, 74 prayer. That's pretty much all the prayer levels we're gonna need for a while. That means we can finally use the rigour prayer. I'm super hyped about this. This just increased our DPS a lot, increased our max hit by 3, and increased our accuracy, and it's gonna shave off a full 7 or 8 seconds per kill on average. Oh my god, what the hell is that? A dragon spear? God, just a couple more collection pop-ups, I guess. Ah, yes, finally. We got an item and we got the good one too. Oh, it was worth the wait. If we're gonna go a bit dry, at least we got the Armadyl crossbow. Finally, it's done. I mean, it's not really done. That's only one part of the puzzle here, but look at that thing. 57 mil for the Armadyl crossbow. So what are we doing with this thing? Well, we're chucking it in the bank for now. That means we have just unlocked another chunk. And yeah, we can use the Armadyl crossbow now. I mean, this thing kind of sucks, to be honest, but that's a 57 mil item that we now don't have to get. That's a really expensive chunk we just got. I'm so excited. So how long did it take? It took 647 kills to get our first item. And we should have 2.5, but hey, I'm not complaining. We got the Armadyl crossbow. That's much better. So rigour is just huge. I mean, it's increased our kills per hour by maybe 1 or 2, but it also just makes everything more consistent. We're tanking damage better. The only issue is we're draining through our prayer pretty quickly. But yeah, pretty excited to have it. There's 750 kills, so we've now hit the drop rate for 3 items. So we're still a little bit unlucky, I would say, even with the Armadyl crossbow, but hey, yeah, I've seen worse, so no complaints. Yes, yes, yes. It's a duplicate item too. That's okay. This is just the best way it could have gone. A second Armadyl crossbow. On kill count 770 or something, so it really wasn't that long later. Only 100 kills between these two. Oh, we're so back. We are so back. Another 57 mil drop, and this one we can sell. We already have one in the collection, which means we don't have to keep this. And ended up being on kill count 777. Perfect, really. Just a nice number all around. Man, we really needed that. We were running off fumes. We had like 100k in our bank. But we're gonna sell this thing for 57.5 mil. We're gonna take the extra 10 minutes to sell it for an extra mil. Definitely worth it. It's already sold off. There we go. And just like that, our cash stack is up to 57.7 mil. So we have a lot of money in the bank, but what are we going to spend it on? Well, there's obviously a ton of gear upgrades we could get, but I think by far the most impactful upgrade that we could get is something you normally don't even have to buy, but for us, we kind of do, and that's Piety. Piety is a really strong prayer, and it's unlocked by completing King's Ransom. Right now, we're kind of locked to using ultimate strength and whatever reflexes, I can't even remember. And they are serviceable, but we really do need Piety to improve our melee combat style, because right now our melee setup is kind of lacking. Now, Piety is not an easy unlock for this account. A King's Ransom on its own isn't that bad, but it has a few quest requirements that are hellishly long, with one in particular being the worst, that being one small favor. As pretty much everyone knows at this point, it is not simply one small favor. We have to go all around Gilenor, talking to different people, exchanging items, and for this account, that's kind of a big deal, because although we've unlocked some of the locations, many of them are going to brand new chunks, like all of Karamja, Camelot, Port Khazard, Barbarian Village, and a few other random chunks we just don't have unlocked for whatever reason. I'm guessing that we're gonna need more than 20 chunks to get Piety, which is a lot of money because the items are getting more and more expensive. How much money, I'm not sure, but there's only one way to find out, to just do the grind. Okay, we're gonna start with an easy quest here, and that is gonna be Merlin's Crystal. And right off the bat, we don't have the chunk requirements to complete this quest. But during our Saradomin grind, we did unlock 2 new items that we haven't claimed the chunks for, those being the Dextrous Prayer Scroll, but also the Armadyl crossbow. So we're gonna start off by unlocking Catherby. Okay, so the first chunk we're gonna unlock is the Catherby Dock chunk, which doesn't have a lot in it. There's some quest locations, the bee farm, charter ship, but that is pretty much about it. But that does bring us closer to Camelot. Okay, so the next chunk we're unlocking is the one to the north, and that one actually is pretty helpful. Not only are we gonna get the start location for Merlin's Crystal, but we're also gonna get another herb patch. I've been slowly acquiring these. We're up to now 4. And yeah, I mean, we've been slacking on our herb runs, but we now have a 4th patch. Okay, let's get started with Merlin's Crystal. We are certainly gonna need more chunks to finish this quest, but let's see how far we make it. Okay, we made it to step 2. So yeah, that didn't take long at all. We're gonna need the main Sears Village chunk. Okay, so looking through the items here, there's a few cheap ones that are still available. We're gonna go for the Trailblazer rug. I think we can grab it for somewhere around 3 mil. Nice, 2.9 mil, not bad at all. And that is another item added to our list. Okay, so with that, we've unlocked the main Camelot / Sears Village chunk. There's a lot in it, including the Elemental Workshop quest, the Rooftop Agility course, probably some other things I'm forgetting as well. And now we can just finally teleport over here with the Camelot teleport. It's just nice to have more of the map unlocked. Okay, there we go. Merlin's Crystal done with 6 quest points for that bad boy. Okay, so now we're moving on to Holy Grail. And the first obstacle we have here is this chunk here, kind of a random one. It's in the same chunk as the Dwarf Cannon quest, which we might also be able to finish that as well. So it looks like it's time to spend more money. Okay, so I was looking through my items, and one I didn't realize had crashed so much is the Ursine Chain Mace. This thing's only 3.7 mil, that's insane. I thought it was like a 15 mil item or something, so hey, there we go, another cheap item, cheapish. Not sure if we'll ever really use this because We really shouldn't be going to the wilderness, but it's a sick looking weapon though. Okay, so we reached another impasse in the quest. We need to take our first steps to Karamja. We've pretty much avoided this place entirely, but we need to go to the northwestern corner to finish Holy Grail, which means we need probably 2 chunks, if not more. Now there are 2 ways I can access this. I could go to the charter ship and then go 1 chunk over to the west, or I could make my way up through the south of Karamja, which would be a bigger chunk investment to begin with. But one thing you'll notice is both the charter ship chunk and the one to the south both don't have quest locations. It's unfortunate, but there's no way around it. So due to that reason, we're just going to take the charter ships because there's just more in this chunk. So anyway, that's all to say. We are going to need 2 more items at least to finish up Holy Grail. And we're going to go for the Vigorous Chain Mace, which is just the worst version, somehow the exact same price, and the Twisted Blueprint for about 4 mil. Okay, so Brimhaven Dock Chunk, it's okay. I mean, we are going to get a Fruit Tree Patch, which is kind of nice, and a Spirit Tree Patch. Besides that, I think that's all. I mean, the charter ships are kind of nice, I guess, but we already have multiple charter ship options at this point. This northwestern Karamja chunk feels entirely empty. I mean, I think there's an achievement diary, the quest obviously, but besides that, it's just a bunch of scorpions. Hey, wait, hold up. We got that fairy ring in the corner. I'm pretty sure that's used for something. There we go, we got the Holy Grail and completed the quest, which is another requirement for King's Ransom. Unfortunately, we still have 2 quests left. Okay, so I've been trying to get a bit better about finishing quests that are doable when I unlock a new chunk. So we unlocked the Sears Village chunk, which means we could do Elemental Workshop 1 and 2, and I thought, well, might as well just go do them. They're pretty quick. There we go, there's both of them done with. Really, we're just doing this for quest points, and of course, the ultimate goal is a questscape, so the more quests, the better. Okay, so I added this item onto my list back when it was 5 mil, and that was only like a month ago. But the Sunfire Fanatic Helm has crashed quickly, but you know, we'll take it. It's a cheap item. Get it out of the way now before it falls down to like 50k. Okay, so it actually took a long time for us to unlock the main Valador chunk. Over 160 chunks in, and we're finally getting around to it. Now, the main notable unlock here as far as moneymakers go is the giant mole. I'm not sure if the mole is really worth doing at this point, but we do have access to the giant mole now, as well as another tree patch, which when we get around to training farming will be pretty nice. However, the reason we did this right now is to get access to all the quest locations, and there are a ton of them. Right now we need to do the Black Knight's Fortress. I always forget how many quest points you get for free-to-play quests. 3 of them. Okay, another item we put on the list a month ago is the Teleport Anchoring Scroll. And this thing's not getting more expensive, so we're going to go buy it now. And with it, we're going to unlock the Sinclair Mansion. This is a jumping off point for King's Ransom to begin with, so we'll need it anyway. Plus, we need to do Murder Mystery as a prerequisite. Besides that, we got a Fairy Ring. I don't know. It's mostly just quest locations here. Not much in this chunk. All right, Murder Mystery done with. Another 3 quest points for that, which means all we have left for a King's Ransom is 1 small quest, 1 small favor. Oh my god. 97 ranged, holy. So we are well on our way to 99 ranged here. We were at nearly 800 kills as well. The funny thing is we get 2 max hits when we get 99 range. I don't know how it works out with the Bofa, but getting 99 range will bring our max hit from 44, which I think it is now, to 46. Who knows how that works. So once again, we're trying to do a bit of quest cleanup. This one we just unlocked, so we're going to go ahead and do it right away. That being Recruitment Drive. What do we get for that quest? 1 quest point and a bit of experience. Not bad. We'll need to do it eventually anyway, so why not do it now? Another one I've been able to do for a long time is Witch's House. The HP experience is less useful when you're 96 hit points, but we'll take the quest point. Okay, another one for some easy quest points. Romeo and Juliet. I don't know when I unlocked the ability to do this entire quest. I think once I got my kitten. Anyway, 5 quest points for that. Oh my god, this quest is terrible. We've been able to do it for a while, but I guess I know why I put it off. It's terrible. 1 quest point for that, and it took about half an hour. Okay, it's time to spend some more money. As you notice, we only have 1 small favor left, but there is a prerequisite to that we haven't done yet, and that's Shilo Village. To do Shilo Village, we're gonna have to actually unlock Karamja now. We have bits and pieces of it on the corner, but we need to go straight to the heart of Karamja now to do Shilo Village. So we're gonna need, I don't know, 5 or 6 chunks to do this quest, because we also need to do Jungle Potion as well. And I think almost the entirety of Karamja has to be unlocked, including the Kazari jungles. So it looks like there's only one singular chunk that I definitely don't want to unlock, and that's the very southeastern chunk. It's fine, I don't want to go there anyway. Okay, so we're gonna buy 3 items to begin with here. We're gonna buy the Gilded Dead Body for about 4 mil. We're gonna get the Shattered Hood for 4.5 mil. Okay, that was kind of expensive. So many League items that are expensive. We'll try the Trailblazer Reloaded Torch for 3.5. We're able to grab, okay, 3 mil, not bad for that item. We're cleaning up a lot of the League rewards, not particularly useful because they're cosmetics, but they are some of the cheapest options currently. Okay, so we're starting off with Jungle Potion. Now we need to get to this northwestern chunk of Karamja. I wonder if we want to access this from the part we already have unlocked. I think we might. So if we hop over these logs, we can now access this chunk here, which is simply the Nature Altar. Actually a good moneymaker in 2024 because it added a shortcut in Shilo Village. So this actually might be a decent training method moneymaker once we get 91 rune crafting, which we're not planning on doing anytime soon. But hey, at least that's something actually useful in it, on top of this being a quest location. Okay, so from here we're going to go 1 more chunk over, unlocking the South Taibai One-Eye chunk. These are both required for Jungle Potion anyway, so I think approaching this way is definitely just more efficient. Oh wait, no, there's one thing that's actually useful here, and that is we should be able to access the Brimhaven Dungeon from here. The Brimhaven Dungeon will actually be quite integral for Slayer. We need all the Slayer monsters we can get, because when we do want to train Slayer, we don't want to have all these death tasks that will just mean we have to go to a chunk we don't want to or don't want to yet. This dungeon has a bunch of dragons in it as well, so we can do Bronze Dragon, Iron Dragon, Steel Dragon tasks. Not that we want to, but we might have to. It has red dragons, dogs. Give us a lot more flexibility for Slayer when we want to train it. And the final chunk we're unlocking here is the Taibai One-Eye main chunk. Not a whole lot here, but we can start Jungle Potion, which is mainly why we came all this way. Well, I forgot about that one, so right away we need to go get another item. God damn it. We'll buy ourselves the Occult Ornament Kit for 4.7 mil. That's now our cheapest item. Hey, we got some mahogany and teak trees, I suppose. Karamja, it doesn't have the most content on it, but we need this for Piety. So there it is, Jungle Potion done with, bringing us up to 166 quest points, but costing us a solid 25 mil. So I don't know if we have enough money to do Shilo Village yet. Man, this is just getting so expensive. Oh, we got some. I forgot they were highlighted. Red means nothing to me, but we got blood shards. I can't even believe how much these are worth right now. Actual GP per hour of Vires right now is like 4 mil an hour, and we're able to hit the drop rate at their literal peak. Look at that, 13 mil for a single blood shard. I can't believe that was a 26 mil drop. That's so good. Oh my god, the insta sold too. 26 mil just from some skilling. Who knew skilling would be this profitable? Well, hell yeah. Okay, so that has brought us up to 42 mil, which is very, very nice. We still have a very healthy cash stack. We'll definitely be able to do Shilo Village at the least. So ignore this first item here. I realized that I already have it. I don't know how that happened, but I must have forgot to put an X on my list. So we'll have to sell that back, unfortunately. Okay, so what do we have besides that? We got the Cape of Skulls for 5.9 mil. Blue Moon Tassets. These things at least are useful, but they're expensive. I think we have to spend like 7 mil on it ish. Okay, well, we'll start with those 2 items, I guess, for now. So there's no doubt now, guys. The item price squeeze is finally here. The price of items are going up exponentially now. We're on to 6 and 7 mil items, and there's not that many of them. Soon we'll be up to 10 mil items, 20 mil items, 30 mil items, 100 mil items. The price of unlocking new chunks now is no laughing matter. Our first 100 chunks we unlocked were between 1 and 3 mil for the most part. So the cost to unlock new content and chunks really wasn't that punishing, but now that we've made it into what I would call the later stages of this account, new content unlocks are getting really expensive. So hopefully our moneymakers are good enough to keep up. So the cheapest item I could find here was the Bando's Godsword ornament kit, which we were able to get for just around 6 mil. That's our cheapest item. So we're gonna need these 3 chunks here for the Shilo Village quests, alongside probably 1 small favor and Legends quest as well. And by far the biggest unlock here is definitely gonna be the Shilo Village city, which we'll talk about once we get access to it. Oh, right, we need this random chunk in the northeast. Well, I guess we'll get Karamja fishing, so cheers to that. Oh god, what are we gonna get now? We're gonna go for the Echo Crystal. I think it's around 6 mil, 6.2 mil more or less. I guess that's our best option. We're not usable on its own really, but we'll take it. And our cash stack's already down to only 14 mil. That's only 1, 2 more items maybe. Alright, this chunk doesn't have much in it. Just Karamja fishing, more or less. I don't think that's going to be particularly useful, but we do get access to the Shilo Village dungeon, which we're going to need it. Okay, there we go. Shilo Village is done with, which means we of course get access to, well, Shilo Village. Shilo Village is a pretty important chunk because we've unlocked Duradel. Slayer has some of the best moneymakers in the game, and to effectively do it, we're going to need Duradel eventually because I think he is the best Slayer master for money. Now, as of yet, we're not set up to do Slayer properly. We still have to be careful on making sure we don't get random tasks that we don't have access to with the inability to skip them. But I think with the Brimhaven dungeon and the other chunks we've unlocked throughout our journey so far, we should be able to make it work. With a new Slayer boss coming out sometime in the, I don't even want to say near future, sometime in the future, there's never been a better time to have a high level Slayer, which we don't have, so we probably need to get on some Slayer training here pretty soon. Next time we're going to be finishing off 1 small favor, and finally getting our Piety prayers so our melee DPS doesn't blow so hard. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.